Hey all, so we need to talk about the measles. The measles is going around the US and internationally, and today is March 5th, 2025. So right now we have confirmed cases in Texas, we have confirmed cases in California, Rhode Island, DC, New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, and we just found out there was a confirmed case right here in Florida, in Miami. It is spreading. And the reason it's spreading is because measles is incredibly contagious. It is contagious for about 4 days before we start having symptoms. Once we have symptoms, it's incredibly contagious. And when we are breathing, coughing, anything, all of that measles virus goes into the air. It lives there in the air for about 2 hours. It can land on tabletops and books and couches and chairs and all of those things, and it can live there for about 2 hours, which means that there are just so many ways to be exposed to it. If you are unvaccinated against the measles virus, then the chances of you getting it with exposure is about a 90% chance. That's 9 out of 10 people will get the virus if they are not vaccinated. If you have 1 dose of the measles vaccine, you will have a 92% chance of not getting it, right? So that means only an 8% chance of getting it. If you had 2 doses, that increases to 97% chance of not getting it. So why do we care so much about the measles? Why is this such a big deal? The measles can cause a lot of different things. So it is not just like a common cold. We start off with cough, cold symptoms. Sometimes there's just little white spots inside the mouth that we call Koplik spots. We start with a rash on the face and it goes all over the body. Starts off as little red dots, but it can kind of clump all together. And kiddos can get really, really sick. 1 out of 3 kiddos are going to be sick enough to have to be hospitalized. They get dehydration, and there's quite a few, I think it's 1 in 10 or 2 in 10 that will get pneumonia. There are several cases of where we see a swelling of the brain, which is called encephalitis, and that can lead to brain damage, that can lead to seizures, it can even lead to death. We have this repercussion later on, 7 to 10 years later, that can cause a degenerative neurologic disorder. It's called the sclerosing panencephalitis, and essentially the brain gets infected and enlarged and swollen, and it is progressive and it is fatal 100% of the time. This is why we have our measles vaccine. So if you are not vaccinated, if your kid is not vaccinated, and you're choosing not to vaccinate, then if you have symptoms, if your kid has symptoms, stay home, get tested. Do not go out there and expose anyone else to your potential symptoms. If you are vaccinated and your kiddo has had that 1 vaccine and you're open to getting a 2nd vaccine, then you can talk to your pediatrician to see if getting a 2nd dose of that vaccine is appropriate now or not. And then again, if you are sick, a little less worried. If you had your 2 doses of vaccines, then you're probably okay, right? A 97% chance of being protected. So this is just information, right? We are seeing this spread everywhere. This disease is 100% preventable with a vaccine, and we are trying to prevent it from spreading any further. So if you're unvaccinated and choosing not to vaccinate, stay home. If you are sick, get tested. Do not expose anyone else. If you are vaccinated, you are probably okay. If there's only 1 dose, you're going to double check with your pediatrician to see if you can get a 2nd dose. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I am going to turn the comments off on this one because it's just going to be all over the place, but you are welcome to reach out to me and ask questions. You can reach me at bloomingbrightpediatrics.com, and I look forward to chatting with you so soon.